Hello everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome, Amiibo! Today, we got letters. We can toss these letters, and we got a letter from Gabby. Pretty neat. Got a letter from our mom, who isn't our mom, and I can guarantee it, because it never says anything that my actual mother would say. We'll start with the imposter. I was walking home tonight, and the cold wind was going straight through my coat. Must have been my imagination, but I thought I heard your voice. And that's far from something my mother would actually say. Bet you never expect to see a letter from me today, huh? Stars of the power and the unpredictable. You get more gifts, and I feel like mixing things up. Okay, so from our mother, we got a tumbleweed. And from Gabby, we got a green chair. I feel like the tumbleweed's probably a rare item. I should probably put it away. Probably. Also, I know I've been rambling a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. I can't help it. It's what I've been playing a lot of. But man, there is a new archetype added, at least to Master Duel. I don't know how new it actually is. I haven't kept up terribly well with new releases. That on first look, I was like, man, okay, this stuff just looks dumb. And then after playing it as a rental deck in the Zero Extra Deck Festival, I think I actually kind of want to try building the deck. Being the Shining Sarcophagus. It's just kind of neat, though there is a fair bit of it that just feels confused. Like, I almost want to, at some point, make a video on how to, like, build a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. Because it is something that takes a little bit of skill, and a lot of that skill is just knowing the order of how to do it. And it basically comes down to follow this order whenever building a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. What does the field spell do? Do they not have a field spell? Skip to step 2. I don't normally use any sugar in my coffee. Instead, I like eating dessert while I drink. Neat. So you start with the field spell. The field spell will generally tell you what the deck does, or what it cares the most about. From there, you move to step 2. What does the boss monster do? The boss monster will give you the complete picture of how you win. So the field spell is probably telling you how you get to the boss monster, and the boss monster is telling you how you're going to win. You then move through generally the monsters, because, well, those will probably tell you how you're going to get to the boss monster. You know, you basically start from the end and work your way back. That is how you build a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. It doesn't work terribly well with Shining Sark, so when I was reading through it, I was like, hold up, how do they do what they want to do? I'm not seeing how they do that. And the answer is, they have more than one boss monster. I was really focused on running, and I ran and ran and ran, and and when I looked up, I was in this town. Verily, I wonder how far I ran. Maybe 100 miles or so? Anyway, I just need to rest my old muscles a bit. Alright, man. Got a Renaissance reenactor here. I don't know how good or bad that accent was. Voice or whatever that was. I apologize. It was probably pretty bad. But yeah, like, a lot of the big boss monsters for Shining Sark want your opponent to have banished monsters. But they don't themselves banish anything. So it's like, okay, but how do you get to this? How do you banish if none of you banish? the answer was it's one of the boss monsters, and I had just skimmed over it instead of reading its effect. Because I was like, well, okay, they all say gain attack on banish, so something smaller, clearly. I basically skipped the read the boss monsters. Let's chat. Great timing. You're always good about appearing when I need you. If you're going to Pudge's place today, could you deliver something? The other day, Pudge somehow forgot something at my house, and I want to give it back. Alright, I'll take care of it. Yeah. And they've already put more flowers back into the paths. Why y'all doing this to me? Why y'all making more work for me? It's not cool. Yeah, the more I think on it, the more I kind of want to try doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Masochist series. Because so you today. What's going on? I want to chat. Lately, I've been totally into home decorating shows. Things to make my room a whole lot happier by adding something new. I will see what I can do, but like I don't really know what to give you. I don't think I have any furniture that screams Bella. I definitely don't have any that screams, just in general. So that's kind of a problem. It's really hard for the furniture to scream her name when none of it screams in the first place. No, I have no idea what I'm going on about. I'm just rambling. This happens. I am mildly tired, but it's getting to the point where I probably should not nap. Because I will very, very shortly need to be completely awake through the day. So, that's gonna be a thing. Oh, hey, Pudge. I have a thing for you, my man. Nurse. Pretty great morning we're having when you say something delivery. Yeah, I got a livery for you. It's right here. Special livery. Carlos, wonder what this could be. It's my music stand. Totally spaced on this. It was awful nice of Carlos to send it to me. Why did you? Well, no, that makes sense, to be honest. So going to the trouble of delivering that. Here's a gift. It makes more sense for them to have taken and left a music stand than, like, their clothing. You know? That does make more sense. I feel like I should go talk with Carlos. The stoic sheep. Watching a butterfly. I handed it over. By the way, I really appreciated you taking it all the way to Pudge. How was it? Pudge say anything? I see. So Pudge didn't even remember forgetting it at my place. Oh well, I'm just glad he has it back now. That is fair. Fossil. That's all the fossils. I've yet to find the money rock, and I am really low on inventory space, but I can deal with this. Maybe. Well, here's the money rock. Ooh, and I'm having a good luck on day when it comes to bells, though I think I messed up the rock. Or not. Okay. That's a lot of bells. Can I even... Yeah, I have to pick it up one thing at a time. I mean, I could make some room, but this is working, so... If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Though I do need to, like, sell stuff. I think I'll go get the fossils identified and then continue the daily routine. These mushrooms are really, like, cramping my style when it comes to the daily routine. Which I know really early in the series, I was like, man, I'm gonna, like, edit this out while I do, and then do more stuff through the day, and I'm just like, I could do that, but then all these episodes would probably be a lot shorter. She's way too hyper. She's slow down. Run until you're tired. No great deal. Just keep running and I'll throw in some of this and happy dance. Woo woo. Yeah. But, I do kind of want to see about doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Masochist series, and I'm unsure if I want to do it as, like, a video series or a stream series. I feel like streams would work better. Simply, guess we both have the sudden urge to buy something. Nah, I'm here to identify fossils, but... Need a lot of new faces when I'm walking around town like yours. My face isn't new. It's pretty old. It's like... 28 and a half years old. It's pretty old. Hello, Blathers. Oh! The only issue I have is just like, I know it's going to be annoying to set it up. Because what you basically have to do is make a new Steam account, which I could do. Like, that's not a problem. But like, yawning. Like, I have a spare email. I could do it. I could also just make an email specifically for it. But I'd have to then change accounts, and that's just, it's so annoying. Like, I really wish there was a way of just logging out of your Master Duel account in-game, but there is not. I also came up with a theory on something. So, in the low ranks of Master Duel, there is a bunch of very clearly bots or bot-like players. Of basically, they just effectively sit there, summon a monster, attack with it. Usually it doesn't go very well. And then they just summon another monster, do the same thing again next turn if there is a next turn for them. And there's been a lot of people being like, well, man, why would they even be doing that? Well, it's simple. There's data transfers. I could transfer my data from my Steam account to a different account. Like, I could transfer it to my phone or something, even though my phone can barely handle the game. Meaning, you could, in theory, sell a Master Duel account. They're gold farmers. That's what's going on. They're gold farmers. They're probably building up a full stack of free gems, free Master Pack tokens, and probably building an archetype or two. And then selling the account for probably like 20, 30 bucks. And I could see that working. I could see people buying those accounts. Because, like, that's a lot of, like, there is no, like, recorded win-loss for your account. Like, the game does not keep track of how many times you have won or lost. So basically, there is no downside to losing a bunch. Because the game doesn't remember you doing it. So I have not found the mush furniture for today. So, like, you have no incentive to not just purchase an account, basically. Which is lame. Don't get me wrong. It's, like, super lame. At the same time, though, I am sympathetic towards most gold farmers. It really depends on where they're from. Like, this was really eye-opening to a lot of people when it came to RuneScape gold farmers. Most of them are Venezuelan. Because it's generally not very difficult to play RuneScape. You just kind of need to know exactly where to click. You can generally get bots that'll do that for you. Your account will get banned, but when you're doing enough of them, it really doesn't matter. But for those who may not know, like $20 USD would probably feed a Venezuelan family for like a month. Them working a full-time job probably wouldn't pay them that in the run of a month. That is where the economy of that country is at, which is why I'm very sympathetic towards gold farmers from that region. Like, yeah, it sucks, and a lot of the times they don't even want to be doing it, but you gotta eat, you know. And when that's an easy solution to getting enough money to feed yourself and your family for a while, you know, I can't fault them. I feel like I would be doing the same thing. Another forest wall. So many forest walls. Alright, let's come check turnip prices. Like, I really do feel like I would be doing the same thing if I was in that situation. Like, so, like, I can't fault them. The gold farmers I don't have any sympathy for are the ones that are, like, in a first world country that have no excuse other than they just don't want to go work. And they want to try to hide their income so they don't pay taxes, like, stuff like that. I have no sympathy for those people at all. 68. Ugh. Well, I think I'll come back in the afternoon and probably just do a bunch of fishing. So I'll meet you guys back here in the afternoon. And I'll probably ramble about something that isn't, like, a sad topic like gold farmers needing to gold farm to feed themselves and their families. Because that's kind of sad. But yeah, I'll meet you guys back here later today as we check out the afternoon turnip price. And I'm back. And it's later than I'm usually playing. Lately, anyway. Mostly because I'm usually getting into bed in like 10 minutes. Trying to stay up a bit later today. So. My goal is to be going to bed around like 8, 9. You know, going to bed when an old bugger like me should be going to bed. Okay, what we got, Reese? 63. Yeah, I feel like I really missed the... I hate weeks like this. They fool me into thinking that the prices are going to be good all week. And I'm in for like a really, really high price, and then no. No, I'm not. Also, I feel like if I had played a little longer yesterday, that I might have already had snow starting to build up on the ground. Just maybe. But we do have 180,000 bells on us, and nothing to spend bells on today. So let's pop in here and spend 180,000 bells repaying our loan. We are so close to being done. I'm gonna keep the 667. That way we can just buy our coffee tomorrow without needing to think. But yeah. I don't really know much what to ramble about. I suppose I could talk about a recording session I did earlier that'll probably not see the light of day. Parts of it probably will, but I imagine most of it's not going to see the light of day. And that's because I was recording some World of Warships, and I was not having a good time. And I basically ended up breaking one of my main rules when it comes to gaming of... I was getting frustrated, and rather than stopping, I just kept going. Partially because I'm really trying to get the late golf missions done. Or late golf, I don't know. I call it late golf. I'm really trying to get them done on the series account so I can get Tennessee, because Tier 8 Premium. Like, that's really nice. Free Tier 8 Premium at that. Like, that's super nice. But, like, I kind of fell behind a bit because I was like, well, I knew there was another phase of the Star Trek event coming, and I was like, I don't want to record too far ahead again because, like, the last time I did that, I basically had to scrap a lot of what I had recorded because the next Star Trek phase had started and I wanted to be topical with what I was uploading. It wouldn't make much sense to be uploading, you know, videos that potentially contain first phase Star Trek stuff during the second phase. Same as it wouldn't make much sense for, you know, to upload things with second phase during third phase. Because it's a 3-phase event, you know. So it's like, what do I do? But I've still got, from time of this uploading, 8 days to play basically 15 battles. And then I should be done. And I'll have Tennessee. Man, has that been just a long road of grinding. And I was thinking of doing that also on my main, because it should be a good chunk of coal, but I don't think I can be bothered with those missions again. There's just a few of the missions that are just annoying to do, because while they can be done in the Star Trek event, they realistically cannot be done in the Star Trek event. Like, there's one to get 6 million potential damage. Now, playing a tier 10 battleship at the best of times, you're going to get 1.3 to 2 million per game. So that's, you know, 3 to 5 battles. Somewhere in that range. Playing the Star Trek event, you'll do good to get about 150 to 200,000 potential damage. Because the bots don't tend to miss. That's how potential damage happens. Like, how your potential damage is calculated is basically, the damage you could have taken from the shells that hit you and landed around you. Well, the shells aren't landing around you from the bots, and they're basically always dealing full damage. So you do really struggle to get more potential damage than your ship has HP. Now, alternatively, I could co-op it, but doing co-ops takes annoyingly long. Doing randoms can be really frustrating. And it's like, Like, I might see about doing them. I just feel like I'm getting really burnt out on World of Warships as well, which really sucks. So I'm kind of thinking at the moment that, like, I know I want to stream more. The World of Warships series, to me, feels like it would do a lot better streamed. But so does the Yu-Gi-Oh! Masochist series I'm thinking of trying to do. That also feels like it would do a lot better streamed than uploaded as videos. Though, I mean, as videos, I could really, like, play around with the editing, try doing some funky stuff. I almost want to, before I put in any effort into, like, setting up another Steam account to do the Masochist series, I do almost want to just try doing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. And I do have an idea for just playing through Link Evolution, just using, like, the story decks. Because, like, the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution, and even base Legacy of the Duelist, is you're encouraged by earning duel points to make your own deck and use user decks for playing through the story of basically the anime. The problem is you're probably going to build a deck that absolutely curb stomps most of the show's duels. Because, like, anyone who has played Yu-Gi-Oh! Imagine taking, like, full power Salamangrates or Sky Striker against, like, Joey. You know? Mr. I summon Panther Warrior. Like, he's got no hope. He's just gonna lose. So the thought I'd had with that would be like, oh, well, I could do kind of like a progression series kind of thing, where I start with a structure deck, like a real-life structure deck, and then, like, as it goes through, I, like, get to open digital packs and add cards to my deck as I win the... But it's like, that's kind of, like... I know how I could do that, but I feel like that would be less interesting than just playing through with the story decks. Because, well, try as I might, even if I do go with, like, different starter deck every, anime, because there is a starter deck for every anime. Oh, I'm full on fish. I'd still run into a case where, like, I have a game plan I'm building around, and it would be the same game plan every single time. And some of the shows, it very much would be that while playing through the story decks too, because you're playing as the protagonist and their deck doesn't change a huge amount. But, it would be something. Now 200 bells, sounds good to me. Puts me almost back up to 10,000. But yeah, like, there's so many things I want to do. And, like, the more I do the Warships series, the more I'm feeling burnt out on Warships. And I'm not even playing the game much. That's the main annoying thing. It's like, I feel like I'm getting super burnt out from a game I'm barely even playing. Which, any of you guys watching could probably very much relate to how annoying that would be. Like, you're barely playing the game, but your brain is just like, I'd rather do anything else than this. Oh, right, we have the knight visiting. But, yeah. Yep, let's come see what, Looker's got. I think this is Looker. Oh, he's got a pair of pitfall seeds. You're gonna need those. No, it's Booker. Hello. Is, can I help you with? Anything unusual? Well, seems like someone's staying at the campgrounds today. I'm sorry. I didn't go look at them. Try to pay more attention next time. Now you're doing a good job. I mean, they do seem like a knight, possibly here to, like, scout us out before they invade from their kingdom of night birds. But I'm sure it's fine. I love this park. But, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this one. Not the longest episode, but, I mean, you guys have been getting some pretty long episodes out of me lately, so it's nice to have a shorter one now and again, I guess. So with all that rambling out of the way, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. See you all then! And now in this end card, I'd like to ask, if you like this video, could you hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you subscribe and ring the bell? It'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.